Before we get started, can anybody tell me what time it is? Does anybody know what time it is? Great. How many of you would have looked at your cell phones to answer that question? A couple of people? Okay. How many people looked at the clock on the wall behind you? How many people would have looked at a watch? This one. Okay. Identify with the last group. But for me, my watches hold a lot more value than just tools for keeping time. This watch in particular is a scuba diving watch that my dad gave to me when I first got my certification. It's actually a pretty funny story about how I got it. If you want, you can pass it around. One of my first dives was to a site called Stingray City, and it was a lot of fun. I was 12 years old, I was anxious, I was sitting right next to my dad. He had taught me to dive the way his dad had taught him to scuba dive, and on the boat we're sitting and listening to the instructor. And it's normal, goes over the safety protocols, tell us what we can expect underwater. And I'm sitting there, I'm having a blast. He's telling me these stingrays are about this big. They're just like underwater puppies. You can pet them, you can feed them squid. And I'm, 12-year-old excited. So we get underwater, and one of the last things the instructor said to us before we goes down, he goes, "We've been having some problems with a green moray eel." And I'm 12 years old, no idea what that is. But it's essentially a little longer than this table right here, about this wide. And he goes, "It's been having troubles because it keeps coming back, keeps picking up the squid that we've been feeding to the stingray. So if you see it, I don't want you to panic. I want you to ball your hands up into fists like this and place them right under your arms." And so I'm a little nervous, but you know what? I got my dad right there. I've got all these people around me and this instructor. I'll be okay. And we get down there, and guys, it is a blast. It is a completely another world. There's water all around. You reach up, you can touch the stingrays. You're feeding them squid. And at the time, my watch had a Velcro strap. And I just remember I was really frustrated because it started to erode. I didn't want to lose it in the sand, so I started futzing around with it. And one of the last things I remember is I feel my dad clamp onto my arm like this. He picks up and he jams it under there. And now I'm like, oh God, like where is it? Where is it? And I look down, and from between my legs, this green moray eel swims up and stares me dead in the eye, and then goes right by the side of my head. And you want to talk about heart-stopping experiences. Public speaking is probably second behind that. But it was a lot of fun, and it was a learning experience. That watch represents all of the lessons that my dad taught me, not only in scuba diving, but in life. He taught me how to be a man and how to handle my problems. It represents the pride and the faith that my family has by sending me here to Miami, and I do my best to make them proud and work my best every day. I hope for the rest of the year we get to know each other a lot better, and I hope you enjoy your time here in this class. Thank you guys very much.
Okay, I don't have